A lot. Oh, and the crit.
Crit. Crit for good measure. Grassy Glide.
Just for chip, I
Oh, that means
guess.
that's not Terra Grass then, because I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
if you're Terra Grass, you just... Well, actually, no, I guess you could save it for low kicks.
Yeah.
Grassy Seed. Oh, you're both Grassy Seed.
Nice.
Smart. That's enough to live the hit.
Enough to live the second one, too. And, oh, lives to Ice Seed. That Grassy Seed boost helped. What do we do against Deoncé? It does go for immediate Terra Fairy. Goes for close combat? I still would have clicked the Iron Head.
I think he was reading Terra Steel. Maybe?
Maybe?
I don't
Oh,
know.
God.
Ooh, is this Diancie sweep here? First impression. Ooh, that means it's not Terra Bug if it's doing first impression.
We don't see any Terra from Chuckles. Deoncé is just cleaning house.
Yeah. The fairy type doing really well here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he knew he had Iron Head, but he read that Diancie would Terra Steel, I guess.
Maybe. Oh, and the crit too, damn. Fast game. Well played, Brett.
Yeah.
Had a little rough
turns.
start, but he recovered it quite well. Stream died for a Turnum? Still up for you, Wah?
Mine's okay, but like... I guess I'm not actively looking at the stream window.
Oh, fuck.
But I think I heard some other people were having some issues too, but I think it's fine right now.
It died on my end. That means I'm gonna have to upload it as part 1 and part 2 again. Yay!
Oh yeah, stream is still going on right now.
Yeah.
It's 2 minutes.
It came back. Oh, god damn it. Ah, I love this. I love when it does this. It's my favorite. I know what it is too. It's, from whatever reason, my Wi-Fi it only does this on my laptop and on my PC. It'll just randomly disconnect. This is why I like during my matches I have so many disconnects, is it'll just randomly turn off the Wi-Fi and then reconnect to it. The Wi-Fi is fine. I never had this issue on my PlayStation, on my Switch, on my phone, on the TV. None of this. It's only the PC and the computer. It'll just randomly disconnect and then reconnect to the Wi-Fi. I don't know why. It's annoying. Well, I'm going to have to upload as part 1 and part 2 again. Lovely. Okay.
As long as we didn't lose too much commentary, it's probably fine.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunate though. Alright, so this is my match, and I gotta be real honest, I don't want to talk about it.
I feel everyone who plays P4 feels that way, I think.
Yeah. So I had Terra Terra Hydrapple, which is what I brought this week. Terra Dragon, Steel, and Fairy. I didn't like any of the Terra types into this matchup for him or Toxtricity, if I'm being so real. So I just kind of had to pick one, and I didn't like Terra Steel because he has Quack, he has Focus Blast Kyurem, he has Make It Rain Goldango, he has Body Press Umbreon. Cool, great. Didn't look great. Terra Fairy, Goldango exists. Not a great matchup. Bro already has Dazzling Gleam. He can Make It Rain. He just has all the coverage in the world he wants to for Terra Fairy. There's a couple of other mons on his team too, like Clodsire, which he didn't bring, that Terra Fairy just wasn't great into. Terra Dragon looks good into this team with the exception of Kyurem. So I think realistically Terra Dragon's the one I go with. Spoilers, it's the one I do go for. That's that. And then looking at P4's team, he has Terra Quagsire on his team, going for Terra Ground, Fire, and Poison. 2 of those are still weak to Ground, so that's kind of cool. Ground obviously doesn't really matter against the Palafin. It resists some of the damage from Hydrapple, probably enough to live, I would assume. Wow, the stream will not come back up on my phone. Hold on. This is annoying. Let's try this again. Okay, anyway. Looking into the matchup, though, he's probably going to want to go... I would assume Terra... I honestly didn't prep for Quagsire at all. So, I don't know. What do you think, Law?
I think he goes to the Terra that... let's see. If I just don't look at the Quagsire, like, I think his team looks relatively complete already, because it could realistically go for whatever it wants.
Yeah, that's...
I don't... Let's see. Maybe he just goes Poison. Poison isn't too bad.
It resists Hydrop with Leaf Storm, which is big. So does Fire, though, too, to be fair. But then Fire opens himself up to Palafin. If he's not Water Absorbed, he's probably definitely Water Absorbed, though. And he still opens himself up to... either way, he opens himself up to that dude right there, the elephant. Iron Treads. So, I don't know. Yes, I did say Kyurem.
Maybe just Terra Ground. I don't know.
I don't know.
Honestly, it's like...
It's tough. So, let's get this over with. I mean, get into this. Elite Palafin. Assuming he's...
Nuts. Yeah. Specs crit.
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
So that was a game. I needed this Moltres alive. In every rendition of Mox that I ran, Moltres put in so much fucking work into this team. I needed this Moltres alive, and watching it go down to a Specs crit hurt my soul.
I feel like Kyurem still outspeeds you, though.
Oh yeah, it definitely did.
Yeah.
It definitely did. I didn't need it for Kyurem. I just wanted it to come in and tank some fucking damage. I didn't... Honestly, and this was something that a tournament I talked about too, was that, like, obviously you can run Kyurem in as many ways that you want, right? But there was the one rendition of Kyurem that absolutely shitbagged my entire team was Specs. So, that's fun. Moltres goes down. Out comes Flamigo. I read the switch here, so I go for Knock. Gets rid of the pads, which is cool. Which what doesn't matter anymore because Moltres is gone, so it can't be burnt. Zen Headbutt was for Clodsire. It also works against Quaquaval too.
Yeah, makes sense. Terra Dragon. Ooh, that's still quite a bit, but he's just gonna heal up.
Yep.
Huh. You could have ran like mixed grass knot. That could have been funny here.
Brett suggested that, but I had already made the team, so I just kind of...
Gotcha.
Brett suggested a grass knot subset. But it was already after I had done my mocks. I won like maybe two of the mocks, and I was like, cool, maybe I stand a chance. But like, I can't touch this Kyurem. I have no switch-ins into Kyurem.
Yeah. Here, like, there are a lot of teams that just fold to Kyurem. Because normally your checks for ice are like water types or steel, but freeze, dry, earth power. Let's combat 32. That's a lot of damage. Ooh, the whiff. Ooh, the freeze. He's not terroring, so it's like, maybe he's Terra Ground.
Maybe.
Thaws himself out. Gets the toxic off.
Terra Poison makes sense for Toxic too. Oh, look, there it is.
Oh, it is poison. The Zen Headbutt would have finished him off there, but I assume you didn't want to miss.
Yes, that was exactly what I didn't want to happen. I got a kill. Cool. The Palafin's neutered at this point, and I wasn't running Jet Punch, so...
Maybe just sacking it would have been okay.
Maybe.
That Mixed Storm miss doesn't help though.
I almost clicked Earth Power there, but I was like, nah, he's not bringing in gold. I thought Kyurem was the answer there, but obviously Goldango killed, so...
Ooh, good Brave Bird damage. Double. Gold. Problem with Weavile is like he always has this to just switch into it.
And I can't ever get. I have no momentum in this match whatsoever. Everything I can click for, he has a switch into. Obviously, it's not gonna. Oh no, he does this bullshit.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised he didn't have T-spikes. Like here... Okay, yeah. Protect makes sense. I think you could have maybe actually stayed in and went for another close combat. Because I think close combat 2-hit KOs at that range.
Definitely
at least on the,
hit the Torn, but he would have just switched out anyway.
Yeah, but now Torn is out of range.
Yep.
You need 2 crits.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I think if you got the 2 crits, you just won the game from that spot.
Potentially. I would have had to get the 2 crits, though.
Yeah, it's like, just if you get those 2 crits, you end up being you knock out all 5 of them. So none of them can take a close combat at that range.
It would have 2-hit KO if, since you had the special defense drop, but you had Protect, so it didn't matter.
And I don't know, that doesn't affect your close combat damage.
No, he was saying Earth Power doesn't even 2-hit KO Goldango. It would have, since he had the special defense drop.
Oh yeah, the second one would have killed for sure.
Yeah. Without it, obviously it doesn't, but...
I do see what Eternum's saying, that this being a matchup dip, but like, he still had a chance of actually just killing his whole team.
I really liked Flamigo into this matchup. It was great on paper. Just needed that back-to-back crit.
Scrappy with flying coverage.
Yeah.
Like the main thing that would normally resist fighting flying combo is the Ghost Steel, but Flamigo kind of deals with that.
Okay, P4. Yeah, sure. That's great.
Wasn't gold not max at this point?
I didn't have Hariyama this week, Alberto.
Yeah.
I don't get Hariyama until this week.
On to the next.
The last match of the week. Okay, that's not the point that I'm trying to make, though, P4. That's... sure. Player diff and team diff. Got it. TBL has Terra Sinistra and Iron Hands. Iron Hands has Terra Fighting, Flying, and Fairy. Into this matchup, Terra Fairy looks not that great. Terra Fighting looks pretty decent as a way to deal with Moon and Excadrill.
Oh yeah, it's match. Yes.
I don't know.
Do Mesprit and Galvantula are the Terra
Oh,
captains.
I was talking about TBLs. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Uh, okay, you can carry on.
Terra
Hands and
Flying
Sinister.
doesn't look awful here either. It deals. See, here's the thing with the problem with this Iron Hands Terras is that they're all very situational. I think flying helps him deal with the Galvantula and the
Excadrill?
Terra Flying helps him deal with Galvantula. Oh yeah, yeah, it helps
Yeah.
take hits from the Excadrill too. But if he's running Terra Blast, because I noticed that Hands likes to run Terra Blast a lot. Not everybody does it, but Iron Hands Terra Blast is just great for his coverage.
Yeah.
Not running Terra Blast, it's good for the Excadrill, being able to live in EQ and then fire off a Drain Punch or something like that. It also helps him dodge EQs from Roaring Moon, which is huge. Only problem with that is that it's now weak to Valiant Thunderbolt and Galvantula Thunderbolt /Thunder /Volt Switch.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's okay because he does have a Gliscor to take those hits.
That's true. He does have the Gliscor, so you're right. I don't know. The Terras on this one are kind of interesting. I think Terra Fairy is really only there to deal with resistance from Valiant, potentially deal with the
Roaring Moon, you resist
Roaring
both
Moon.
stabs.
Yeah. So being able to one Paradox Mon to beat two Paradox Mons doesn't sound like an awful trade.
Yeah.
And then Sinistra is Ghost, Steel, and Poison. I don't think Sinistra's tearing this match whatsoever. It doesn't like Ghost.
I mean, okay. At least we see it off the bench compared to last season.
True. That's true. It doesn't... Yeah, no. Terra Steel and Poison makes it absolutely fold to Excadrill when it normally wouldn't. Terra Poison also resists Valiant, which would be sick. I could see that being a play for sure. Because it resists pretty much everything Valiant has to throw at it. Ghost, Fairy, and Fighting type moves.
Yeah. I feel like all of TVL's Terra options are like, they're okay for like a little bit, and then the other team can, assuming could take advantage of it later.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all very situational.
It's a clear choice, so it's like temporary defenses.
That's true. And then Sumi's rocking Galvantula and Mesprit. We see Galvantula with Terra Electric, Ice, and Ghost. Terra Ice just generically makes the most sense here. He has a Sinistra, he has a Gliscor, he has a Rabombi. And then Electric deals with the rest, with the exception being Iron Hands. He could just Bolt Beam coverage his way to victory. I mean, Terra Electric deals with Rabombi too, I guess, but Terra Ice definitely is a way to deal with Gliscor. Seems huge. Pre-Terra Sinistra, and I would assume if he's running Terra Ice, he's probably not running Thunderbolt to deal with the Rabombi. He's probably going for, I don't know. Galvantula is such an interesting Pokemon. Like, you want to run Thunderbolt, Thunder, and Volt Switch on him most of the time. Like those are your.
You drop the Thunderbolt usually in that case.
I was gonna say you probably drop the Thunderbolt because you have Bolt Beam.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would say Terra Ice is probably most likely. Terra Ghost doesn't really do anything here. Makes you weak to Chi-Yu, and you're already weak to Chi-Yu, so like, eh.
Yes, you're faster. If you're Scarf or something.
Yeah, it's true. But Chi-Yu also likes to run Scarf.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't know. Let's find out.
You also see webs on both sides, interestingly.
We do see webs on both sides, which is awesome. Do we see turn 1 webs? No. Not from both, at least. We see it from... Oh, neither.
Guess he didn't want to just go down to 1 health on the...
on the Iron Head.
But I guess extra drills just keep spinning in front of it, so...
Also that. Oh, here we are again. Oh, he goes for it now. Oh, he switches.
Huh? I don't... What? I guess he's reading the Sinister... Ooh. I guess he, extra drill isn't locked, choice locked. I think that's scarf damage, not specs.
Oof.
I don't like. Oof. I don't like that trade at all.
No, but I mean, at least Valiant's dead, I guess.
Yeah, but no, you can't really protect your webs anymore because Sinister got too low.
Goes for D-Dance there to negate the speed, which is huge. Nice and
That's
huge.
a lot of U-turn damage, actually.
Yeah.
But Rabombi's faster than this right now. Wind Blast.
Takes that like a champ. And it's dead.
You see this now. Can't protect webs anymore.
Get rid of the webs for free.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Specs was the play here to punch for the Aloe.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Terra Psychic.
Terra Psychic.
The Swords Dance wasn't the sequence here.
No.
Okay.
Tanks the Dark Pulse.
Crit.
Even on a crit. Needs a flinch. Does get the flinch! Dives to Aqua Jet. Fish be fish.
Oh, Rock Polish. Well, yeah. Meteor Beam? No Meteor Beam.
Dies to Psychic. Mesprit sweeps?
Yeah, Scarf sweeps, and every mon is too low. Take a hit.
Bro needed like 13 protects here.
I think even at that point, it's like he gets a Dazzling Gleam at eventually instead. I think.
Yeah.
Probably some other coverage move later.
And that is game from Sumi.
Pretty clean game.
Pretty clean game, for sure. Even keeping webs up the entire time. Played around it very well.
I thought it was interesting that he went on booster energy on both Val and Moon, considering the threat of webs existing.
Yeah, having to pivot them around is interesting. But I don't know, maybe...
Also because like the sticky web lowers your speed before
so you can't be booster speed if you are. Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. That is that. Let us close that. Look at that. What the fuck?
There we go.
It just didn't load. Alright, so here are the standings. Wah currently still undefeated. Wah, do I fight you?
Yes, we're fighting this week.
Okay, cool. So it's up to me. I have to do what I did to Tim last season and what I did to Rick in season 1. It's my only role in Hoplite is I'm not a good player, but I can beat the person. Where am I going? What am I doing? No, there we go. Jesus Christ. So yeah, Wah still undefeated. P4 at second. Not nearly as an impressive differential as he had last season, but he still has the highest differential in the league. Alberto, P4 Alberto and Tim are tied 4-1. Brett's the only 3-2, and then we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2 and 3s. Everyone else at 1 and 4. You got me there at the bottom of the 2 and 3 gang, which means I have to win all 3 of my next matches with a very high differential. So that's cool. If I want to.
4 wins is the minimum you need to get through, but
4 wins is the minimum.
Differential will matter.
Well, with the differential like that, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to playoffs.
Yeah.
My season is over. That's fine.
There's always a chance.
There's always a chance. If I can kill you, beat you next week, I'll count myself successful. Like Alberto said, I'm the Titan killer. That's my job. But Alberto and
I think
P4
it'll be
on
our
an
first time playing against each other
It
in
is
Hoplite.
our first time ever playing each other in Hoplite, yes. So I am looking forward to it, even though that means I have to fight you, so I'm not looking forward to it. Because you are scary, and when I say what I'm about to say, I don't mean any offense by this. This is probably the best team you've ever had in Hoplite. Your team last season was eh? Then obviously you won season 2, so we can't discredit that one. But it did have a weird recovery, and you technically shouldn't have made it to playoffs. But then you were like, fuck it, I shouldn't be here. Let me just win it all.
The underdog buff.
The underdog buff, yeah.
What's it called? I also had to fight through Tim that season, who beat me in the regular season.
Yeah, yeah. So, good stuff. Looking forward to the future matchups. Let's look at the MVP race. Do we finally not have a shit ton of ties? We have one. We still have one tiebreaker. So I think now there's 11 Mons in the top 10. Your Darkrai going 9-1. Tim's Meowscarada going 9-2. Baxcalibur going 9-4. Cinderace going undefeated 8-0. Alberto's Floatzel going 8-1. Hoopa Unbound going 8-3. Nice. Goldango P4 has 2 back-to-backs. With Goldango and Colossal going 6-1 and 6-2.
Colossal.
Then Colossal and Deontay are tied for the 8th slot, both at 6-2. And then 9th goes to Thunderous Therian, 6-3. And then Alolan Muck going 5-2. And then we have Saline and Alberto's Sandy Shocks and Gouging Fire, both going 5-5. But competing
With 5 games.
with 5 games played, so they've gotten 1 kill and 1 loss every game. So, yeah, that is that. Let's do Fields of Punishment and Elysium. All right. What insight do you have for us, Wah? What do you think?
Oh,
Dog shit as my game was, it literally was team differential, and I don't think I was.
Yeah, I don't think it was that bad. It's like, like I look at it, even though it's a 5-0, it's like RNG could have pushed the game into your favor with 1 extra crit.
1 extra crit.
That might have been enough to win the game, maybe, or at least force him to sack a bunch more mons.
Ruin his differential just a little bit. Here we got SMB versus Alberto. This was a good game. Dallas did make some questionable plays, though. I will say that.
Yeah,
especially with
but I
the
think in the end we would have. Oh, okay. I think if Corviknight was healthy, it had like a 30% chance or something like that to live the wave crash. And if that happened and he finishes it off with like a body press, then the Scarf Hoopa wins the game.
Yeah, true.
So he didn't play to his odds. Well,
Very,
I guess he
very
didn't
true.
know that it was Mystic Water, just assumed Choice Band, but still have to maximize your odds. But a steal's kind of minor in that case. Wolfie didn't prep any hazard control, but he still made it a very close game.
Oddly enough, yeah. I think I can't give him a FOP for that, but I also can't.
Yeah. It's like I actually feel like this is a week where I don't really feel that too strongly about giving anyone FOP.
I'm with that. Even TBL, like he didn't have an answer for this thing. Just not like his team. There was nothing he could do against it. Realistically, he would have had to prep stupid hard for it, and Chi-Yu got countered by a lot of shit. The Aqua Jet from the fish was cool, but yeah,
The AV.
I don't think TBL is deserving of Fields of Punishment. I don't think I am. Chuckles isn't. Wolfie isn't. Saleen's not. Well, he's not nominated, but you should have switched into. You should have sacked Ninetales before sending this guy out. But I digress.
Actually, I realized after, like, he's died to rocks. So it didn't matter in that case.
It still wouldn't
I
have set
guess
up
you could
Sun. You're
scout
right.
what comes in.
Because it would have had to have not lived the rock. It would have had to live the rocks to then set up Sun. Yeah, you're right. So it
So,
didn't matter.
so
Save it in the back. Try to clear house with gouging fire. That way he has a two
I think
O
it's just like,
differential.
well, if I win this somehow, I get 2-0 instead of 1-0. You know, that's all I can do.
Yeah. So no FOPs this week. Let's look at our Elysiums. Birdo took great advantage of SNB's lack of hazard removal. I mean, Corviknight has defog, sure, but
Never gave him a chance.
never gave him a
Okay.
chance.
This is also like probably one of the more frustrating games to watch with all the paras.
True. Fighting through 6 paras and still winning is crazy. You played a phenomenal game here. It was just straight up demanding. You didn't give Orhan any breathing room whatsoever.
Yeah, like my prep for this was like, I know if I'm healthy enough on Basket Legion, I can take a +1 with Blood Moon.
Yeah.
Which that was the case here.
Living at 1% was wild. Eternum's not debut, but secondary debut, we'll call it that, because he did these relatively close to each other. Good game here from Eternum. Had this thing not gotten paralyzed, it might have been a different story.
Oh, if you missed enough Thunder Waves.
In the same breath, it probably still, the outcome would have been relatively the same, because like you said, this what the fuck is that thing? Raging Bolt was meant to live anything that Gouging Fire sent to him, specifically Proto Band Outrage. So
yeah,
had he not been paralyzed, he probably wouldn't have gone for as many Dragon Dances, which would have made the loss even more guaranteed, if that makes sense.
yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Tim, too close of a game. He didn't do anything crazy this game either. It was very 50-50.
He did throw a Vaporeon for nothing.
And the Vaporeon throw immediately eliminates that, yeah. Brett played a really good game here.
Yeah.
Lots of good maneuverability.
The Diancie just took so many bodies on its way out.
It did. He got one little lick of Trick Room and said, "Fuck it, this is mine." P4 also played a really good game here. Most of his prep was pretty phenomenal. It was still a one-sided matchup, but like there was a point in time, like I said, I won a couple of the mocks, so like there was a position where I could have won. He did not let that position happen, especially with the amount of bulk and recovery and protect, and yeah, this was a very tanky team on my pure offensive team, so it was a very good like team composition plus build composition. He just bodied me. And then Sumi versus Table. Sumi played really good too. Sumi played really good.
Yeah, he positioned himself for this Mesprit to clean house.
Yeah.
Like, no one expects a Scarf Mesprit. Especially Terra Psychic.
I want to throw Sumi into the running. Do you have anybody else that you want to throw in the running? Oh, what the fuck did I just do? Oh no. Cool. Anyway,
I partly want to give some shout out to Alberto at least for dealing with all those paras.
Honestly, yeah, I think between Alberto and Sumi, I think those are our Elysium nominees. So, if there's any contentions in chat, bring it up right now. I'm gonna take a drink of water and wait. We got some banging music in the background. Oh yeah, Turnham, you're not aware of how we're doing Elysium and Fields of Punishment. We are extremely behind, but we're not announcing who's getting it anymore in chat. We're going to be making YouTube shorts. I've been having issues getting the login information for the YouTube so I can give it to Blizzard so we can start working on that. So that's been kind of an issue. But we're going to be making YouTube shorts where we actually decide who gets FOP and who gets Elysium. So we're just naming people in the contention, and then we'll make it official later. But nobody's disagreeing with what we said, so I think Sumi versus Alberto for Elysium, and nobody gets FOP. But
Nice to see no one getting FOP.
yeah, we love that. Alrighty guys, that is going to do it for the week 5 stream. Thank you again to everybody who came out. Phenomenal matches this week, except for mine. Mostly because, from my end, not from P4's end. If you're a P4 stan, it was a great match. If you're rooting for me, it was not a bad match, or it was not a great match. But yeah, we'll see y'all next week for the week 6 streams. Good luck to everybody, and can't wait to see.
Reminder, end of this week is trade deadlines. Lock your teams in.
True.
Last chance.
Last chance. Last opportunity. Get that shit in, or else you're stuck. But yeah, good call, Wah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Catch y'all later.
Peace.